I laughed at this. Okay, right? So I was running, and I'm like, wait, we just gotta sneak into one of these side passages and let it go by, right? And then I'm like, alright, we're good now, because a rock only rolls downhill, right? Rocks don't roll uphill. I mean, they can't, right? They shouldn't. There's no way. Ah! Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Kobe Scroby, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button for me. Leave me your thoughts on it down below in the comments, and you can also subscribe to the channel for more Sherlock Holmes and other videos. So, we are about to stick the piece that we found into this globe and see what's inside. And then... And then... So, this, I'm seeing now, did not really happen. He is just imagining the inside of the temple, right? At first I thought that he walked through the wall and found this in the clubhouse. And I'm like, what? What the crap? Alright, so this took me a few tries, but it wasn't too bad. Basically, the answer is up there on the wall. And you just need to follow the symbols that it says. So these X ones are correct. And then that swirly one. And then another swirly one. And then I don't see it. I think I'm going the wrong way. I think that we're going to end up over there. So this one's a good one. I did this enough times to just kind of be able to look at them. Actually, I think we have to go this way. Yep. That's why I wanted to go that way. So this fish is safe. This fish is safe. You know what I should do is I should show you what happens if we hit the wrong one. So, now that we got that out of our way, let's do this again. I should be fairly good at this now. I freaking did it enough times, man. Fish, 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 fish. Funny face. Snake looking thing. And that's going to take us all the way. Bam. Oh, no, wait. This is a dead end way. Oh. Alright, so now we're back on the snake looking thing. We can go funny face, fish, sleeping whale face. I don't know what any of these are. Swirly, XX, and we're good. Bam! If you can't tell, I did that a few times. So, that is not the way. This is the way. I checked out all the dead ends in this, and there's nothing in them, so we might as well just continue on the correct path. Now this one is interesting. I turned this thing around so many times and almost, so what it's going to do is it's going to turn the center, and the bridge needs to line up with these so that we can turn those, and it almost lines up with a lot of them. But I did not notice until later that the answer is right above it. So this one we need to go 3/4 of a turn. This one we need to go a 1/4 turn. So let's see. Let's just start with that. 1/4 turn. I mean, these puzzles are not hard enough that you can't figure them out. There's always a reasonable way to look at them and figure them out. So we are already a 1/4 turn, so it looks like, or I'm sorry, an 1/8 turn. So it looks like we need to go a half a turn, exactly halfway around to get to that one, which is this one here. And then one more. So now we need to go another eighth of a turn to equal 3/4. So we'll hit, wait, is it this one to move it to the left? Yep. Oh no! Wait. Oh no. Oh, it's the opposite direction. Oh. So we need to go 3/4 of a turn the other way from the starting position. So let's turn it back. So that should line us up here. And then we need to go another eighth and then a half. Right? Yep, now a half a turn to get all the way back around. Alright, so that's where we came in. Now we need to hit this one. So we need to go 3/4 of a turn. So we should be able to hit that one and then that one, right? Oh yeah. All right. So now we should be able to go a quarter turn to line back up with the way we came in. And then a half turn and we'll be done. Not that hard. Not that hard at all. It's easier the second time. That should be the title of all these videos. It's easier the second time. That is a dead end. Still in my doctor's uniform, running in the Mayan temple. We gotta climb the rocks. Dead end? This way? Oh yeah. Okay. So this is funny. Let me show you this. Little Indiana Jones action here. So that thing will run him over, right? I laughed at this. Okay, right? So I was running, and I'm like, wait, we just gotta sneak into one of these side passages and let it go by, right? And then I'm like, alright, we're good now, because a rock only rolls downhill, right? Rocks don't roll uphill. I mean, they can't, right? They shouldn't. There's no way. Ah! So, rocks do roll uphill, it appears. Uh-oh. So, let's hide in here again. Let it go by. We'll chase it down. And then we'll hide in this one. We might have been able to make the next one. So now, hopefully we can make it. Oh my god, hopefully we can make it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on! We did it. We've done it. And then this time, it fell down there. I guess. I don't know, man. It doesn't make actual physical sense, but whatever. All right. Next puzzle. So, this one, the floor will disappear in certain places, and you can fall in there and die. But, at the same time, the wall is moving in with spikes, so we need to keep her moving. Not too fast, though. Ah! Oh, God! Oh! No, no, no! Oh, geez, what did I do? Oh, it was right there. No? Okay. This one's gonna take a few tries. This one's a little tricky. Alright, now we gotta go back this way. Ah! Oh no! Did I miss something? I think I had to go that way somehow. Okay. Wait a second. Is it here? No. Okay. Oh no! See, I'm too slow already. Okay. Okay, I think we're doing it this time, as long as I don't screw it up now. No! No, why? Yes! Oh, sorry, that's super loud. Oh my gosh, I've done it. Alright. Next puzzle, please. Not that way. Is it that way? Nope, it's this way. Aha! So this one took me quite a few tries to figure out what exactly was going on. So if you step forward one more, it's going to trigger this, which will cause these stones to fall on you and kill you. Alright, I turned down effects a little bit. Maybe it won't be so freaking loud. But also, as you're running, let me show you. You will... It's still super loud. You will seem to get randomly killed by gas. I assure you it is not random. So, if you can see... Actually, that middle one, on the left side of that middle one, there's a little bit of red to the face. So the red ones are the ones that are going to kill you if you walk between them at all. So we need to keep moving, but we need to watch out for the red ones. And I don't necessarily remember the correct, so we cannot go that way, we'll die. The correct path, but we'll see if we can figure this out. These guys don't look red. That guy's red. These guys are not red. That guy's red. Not red. Not red. Let's go this way. Not red. Not red. Not red. Not red. That guy's red. No red. No red. Okay, we're about to die here. This way. This way. This way. This way. And... woo! That was actually pretty close. We almost did it too slow. But we did it the first time. That's the first time. That's the first time I've ever done that on the first time. It took me a lot of tries. I'd probably say I went through that 20 or 30 times before I got that. Before I got it right. But when you know what you're looking for, it's super easy like that. So, alright, let's climb up this one. So we are just about finished with this. Oh yeah. This one is just a little hard because of the way that the game controls. So we need to run. He just doesn't control that precisely, and I fell through that a whole bunch of times. And if you stop running, you fall through it because they break. There it is. There's nothing else to do or see down here, so we'll just head up. And here it is, our final puzzle.
The treasure of Tukunuman. This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles and Zacharias all shared. The calendar, it was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles and Marley have all known about this from the beginning.
They've known all this stuff and they've lied.
No keyhole or handle. There must be.
Liars. So, this is also extremely easy. And it took me a few tries of doing this. Until I figured it out, and it's extremely easy. So there's one dot here, so this is the first one. Next, we're looking for 2 dots. That's how easy it is. So 5 is a line like this one. Now we need a line and a dot to make 6. And then 9. And can you guess what comes after 9? Is it 10? Da 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 da. Find out the truth about the temple completed. So that is how Albeit lost his arm. He stuck his hand in there and pushed that, and those things cut his arm off. And he was stuck in the temple while everybody else ran away and left him there. Now, bitterness. Albeit blames the expedition members for his fate. He seeks revenge, and he might adopt the curse to this end. Adopt, yeah. Albeit believes that he was punished by the curse, he does not seek revenge. I don't believe that he was punished by the curse. I believe that the other guy, the Marley, the foundry guy who's all paranoid, he might think he was punished by the curse. But I think this guy blames the expedition members for leaving him there. Albeit is guilty. So, look here though. We have some other ones that don't line up. And we can kind of just go through these and switch them and see what happens. Okay, so that doesn't line up with... Sir Charles is aware of the curse. Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of the curse. Let's just switch it. Okay, well that means that this one doesn't line up. I'm just going to switch these because if you do that, you will get another conclusion. Sir Charles is guilty. I was looking for one that matched up here. But... see, I mean, you can mess with this forever and, club debts, Sir Charles... do we get something? No. Chosen one. Here's one. Bernard Marley is guilty. He thinks he's the chosen one. Albeit doesn't want revenge. Sir Charles was a witness to the running statue. And the statue had automation. Which I thought that seeing that statue throw that was fairly obvious that the statue was autonomous. But it doesn't appear. I mean, knowing how it turns out, that is not the case. So now we need to switch these back. Albeit is guilty. So no automaton. You need strength to throw that spear. The suspect is small, so it would fit out the skylight. But it is not a child, because a child would not be strong enough to pull itself up the rope. Maybe, depending on how old his son is. He's feeling bitterness from them leaving him there. So let's go with this one. Albeit used an adult of small stature as the killer, as he wishes people to believe that the curse killed Zacharias Greystoke, and at a later date the other members of the expedition. Albeit killed for revenge, with an accomplice of short stature, they should both go to prison. Absolve albeit will die soon, he is no longer able to kill anyone else. His short accomplice was used as a live weapon. They should be allowed to remain free. I don't think so. I think they made a choice to commit murder.
Mr. Albeit. Oh, you're here with your son.
Yes, obviously.
We have to talk with
African
the
American
man who
son?
involves the police.
I see. Gulliver, go across the road to Mrs. James. This is an adult conversation.
Hold on just 1 second, please.
A pygmy?
As I suspected. Albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
It's clear enough now. You and your accomplice are guilty to the murder of Zacharias Greystoke.
They had to pay for what they did. If only I'd had the time to get all of them. But Gulliver only did what I told him.
It's for the judge to decide that. But given the nature of judges, I doubt that he will be lenient towards a pygmy who kills an Englishman.
Albeit despised his fellow expedition members for abandoning him. The murder was carried out by his accomplice and covered up as being the fate of the curse. They should both be imprisoned. Condemn albeit. Clues found 19. 55% of people made the same moral choice. Let's check it out. Da 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 da! All clues found and condemn albeit was the right guy. So, I hate to run the cases together like this, but I know that when I start the next one, we're going to be in a situation where we cannot exit the game. We got a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and do it. Accept decision.
Father, Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre. And he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No, not that. I meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss Alice suggested it. She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
Refuse with pretext, take offense, propose another solution. Reluctantly accept.
If it's really what you want.
It's the perfect solution, Mr. Holmes. Don't you agree?
Guess what, Mrs. Hudson? Mr. Wilde is here to study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I can't believe it! The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me! I'm sure that our two brains will...
Brains.
Scarf follows fashion trends. American Pride wants to attract attention. Let's see. I did a bad job on this one. I don't know which one I got wrong. Let's do American Pride. And then British Tobacco. Tobacco Holmes prefers the brand. Personalized boots. A huge a huge crotch patch. I'm assuming that's for riding horses, right? Right? I don't know. Or maybe... I don't know. Pocket mirror. Self-affected. Actor's tool. That's it. Yeah! Dang it! So, I changed the American Pride one and the mirror one. Last time I didn't choose actor's tool, so I think the mirror one was right, but I think the flag one was he wants to attract attention. So, anyway, doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
Oh, that was so funny. So I forgot about this one, actually. I thought that this was actually the case where I left off. Actually, I have done this one, and after this one is where I left the game off. So we're going to do this one together, and then we'll be caught up. What do we got to do here? Find out more information about Orson Wilde. Okay. Let's go into his room. Oh, look at that. We got 2 notes now. Mr. Holmes, my name is Tabitha Falk. I am one of the nurses who attends the inmates at Westgate Prison. I took care of Mr. Elbiot, who asked me to write to you after his death. He remained furious right up to the end and refused to ask God for forgiveness. He blamed you, Mr. Holmes, for breaking his will. It was so sad to see, with respect. Yeah, well, I guess he shouldn't have killed people, huh?
Wilde's already making himself at home. Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this? This must be grease paint.
Ugh.
Face powder of an excellent quality.
So we got face powdered in the face.
I use the same brushes for makeup.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
it might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me. No, don't touch that!
No, no!
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Unfamiliar step. Heels. In a hurry. Indecision.
Not quite.
New
We
client.
have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
Didn't. Often wears spectacles. Expensive brooch. She is flashy? Engagement ring. I picked family heirloom before. I was wrong. 2 different color shoes. Different boots. Didn't notice boots. Okay, so she is not flashy. Whatever. So the ring was the one I got wrong. Resolve Mary Sutherland's case.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh, yes. Although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death, and to a man so much younger than herself.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitters' ball. Mr. Winterbank did not wish for me and Mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together. But then Father returned, and we could no longer meet.
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, Father was going off again in a week, and Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until Father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office for collection.
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Took one walk and got engaged.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He is a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
Ha! A love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Mr.
Mr. Wilde. Holmes, tell her. A love letter? Aren't you dying to read it, Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, what do you think about the letter on the table?
Public notice. A disappearance. A gentleman by the name Mr. Hosmer Angel has mysteriously vanished. Mr. Angel is of around 5 feet 7 inches in height, of strong build, with a shallow complexion. He is black-haired with a bushy side whiskers and a mustache. He is likely to be wearing tinted spectacles. On last sighting, Mr. Angel was dressed in a black-silver frock coat with a black waistcoat and gray Harris tweed trousers. He is known to have been employed in an office in Leadenhall Street. If you are in possession of any information, please come forward. There will be a reward for any help given in finding this gentleman.
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent. Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Let's study this letter more closely.
So here we're looking for imperfections in the type, like this one right here.
There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice. Stay at home. Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Let's study this letter more closely.
Take a look at the M.
There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention.
Alright, so let's just find
This letter
some. We
has a
know the
defect?
M.
It's the same letter with the same defect in both instances.
And then after going through this before,
One more letter with a defect.
I know that the K does. So there should be a K. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any. I know.
Another letter match with the same defects.
Let's see.
One more letter with a defect.
Ampersand?
Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
All right. One typewriter. The letters have the same typewriter defects and were written by one person using a single typewriter. It's just a coincidence that these letters have the same typewriter defects. Nope. Profit. The family has an interest in Mary remaining single as they have access to her inheritance. Concern. Mary and her stepfather trusted one another. Mary was told to remain at home as her stepfather believed it would be better for her. Nope, they have access to her inheritance. Bad eyesight. Mary has poor eyesight. Probably myopia. So she couldn't tell that her boots were different color? Opportunity. Mary had the opportunity to socialize without her stepfather's knowledge. Strange behavior. For some reason, Hosmer Angel met with Mary only when her stepfather was away on business trips. Shyness. Mary's stepfather was unaware of her relationship with Hosmer Angel. Hosmer Angel was a reticent and shy man who did not want to cause trouble for Mary. Strange behavior. Liar. Mary's stepfather lied. He didn't take his business trip, as he had found out that Mary was disobeying him. Away. Mary's stepfather took his business trip, which gave Mary the opportunity to secretly meet with Hosmer Angel. I think he's a liar. Oh, look at that. What happens if we go the other way? The crook Hosmer Angel. What? Hosmer Angel is a crook who was hired by Mr. Windibank to keep his stepdaughter and her money close to home. Mr. Angel did what was required and disappeared. No, I don't think so. This is what I think. Mr. Windibank is Mr. Angel. Mary's stepfather, Mr. Windibank, adopted a disguise and played the role of Mr. Hosmer Angel to keep his stepdaughter and her money close to home. Hide the truth, it will cause Mary a great deal of distress if she is told of the true identity of Hosmer Angel. Tell the truth, Mary Sutherland is an honest and gentle young lady who should be allowed to live her own life. She does not deserve to be deceived in such fashion. I think this guy is at fault here, and she should know.
You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He disguised himself and reappeared as Mr. Hosmer Angel. He brought you as far as the church door and then conveniently slipped away, to bring you to this conclusion in such a dramatic manner that it would leave a permanent impression upon your mind. You have been cruelly tricked, Miss Sutherland.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. Thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
At night. What the what?
What is going on?
That dog is so
Mr.
wrinkly.
Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. Go back to your flat and stay there with Kate. Calm down, Toby. Now, let's see what this contains.
So this has a little
It's
bit of
ticking.
trial and error. First I took the top. And I did not realize, so if you use the scroll wheel, you can change, examine, or move away. I didn't realize I could do that yet, I think. So I hit move away. So let's try this again.
Ticking.
That is the biggest bomb I've ever seen. Examine?
I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover.
Bend aside. Sure left that wire long enough.
A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. A source of electricity for the detonation. A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode.
So what he's saying is if we cut any of these wires that are supplying power to it, even up here, this will close, triggering this, which will explode it. Which I cut many of the wires trying to figure out which ones we do. But if you look at this and you have a basic knowledge of wiring and I don't know, how electricity works, I suppose. You see it's getting power into here. I don't know. This one might trigger it. Anyway, we need to get rid of this one because then even if it does trigger, it won't be able to send the signal through here. So we'll cut this one. Whew. And then we can just kind of cut all of them. Doesn't really matter anymore. It is successfully diffused. So basically we just need to fast forward time.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you all right? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins. Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
JT are the owner's initials. Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else.
That guy's kind of an idiot.
There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it.
Rally Mohawks. This is just blah 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 da, 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 to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. That's the important part. Man with the build, 5'5", hair lip. Examine the attacker's belongings.
A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got to dump some tea into Yon Harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket?
On purpose, Orson deliberately destroyed the analysis table and the attacker's evidence. Orson only wanted to help with the evidence. It was a coincidence that he destroyed the table. So, the first time I did this, I went with Orson was sabotaging all of our stuff, because this is not the only time where he screws stuff up for us. But I believe it is just he is an idiot, and it is a coincidence. Okay. Find out who was behind the attempt on your life. Oh, we have a little bit of research to do. Oh, man. See, I don't necessarily like this part. Because it could be any of those, you know? And there's more. There's a whole crap ton of dates, but I think we're looking for... Oh, geez. The Green Dragon Tavern. Haha! Was a public house used as both a tavern and a meeting place, and was located on Union Street in Boston's North End. In the early 19th century, a number of replicas of the Green Dragon were opened across Europe. One of these is now located in London, near the harbor in the district of Whitechapel.
Here it is.
Yep, we read it.
That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there is someone trying to kill me? How selfish.
The next morning. Alright, you guys, you know what I think? I think before we get too far into this one and get to somewhere
He's so funny.
that we can't quit.
Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends already. Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that Wilde? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just came by to tell you that I'm going to the zoo with Alice. We'll be having lunch in town.
The zoo? What on earth for?
Perhaps because it is my birthday today?
I fooled you, didn't I? Of course I remembered. Here's some spending money. Go and enjoy your special day.
All right. I'll go then.
Kate.
You never do anything right.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I only want to protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know why my parents
Whoa.
entrusted me to you. Did they really know you?
Kate! Come back!
Jeez.
Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with Kate's feelings. This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice's flat while they're absent. And anyway, it'd be better to visit the Green Dragon Tavern during the evening.
So, Orson Welles is down there dressed as Sherlock. If you can't see, he's got his hat on and his clothes. So, the next thing that we're going to do is if we go downstairs to, what's her name? The lady, Miss de Bouvier's house, we cannot open her door. But it seems as though this is her balcony. So, that's what we're going to do next time. We're going to go break into her house and check it all out. So, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button for me. Leave me your thoughts on it down below in the comments, and you can also subscribe to the channel for more Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, and other videos. So thanks again so much for coming and hanging out with me today, you guys. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Later, guys.